There have been a lot of rumors floating around that a state of play might be right around the corner, and it makes sense. It's been a while since the previous PlayStation showcase, and it'll be very weird for that to be Sony's last showing for the year, especially since it wasn't that good of a showcase. In this video, I will be talking about the games that are rumored to show up in this event and the games that I hope will appear. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. The first rumored game is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which makes complete sense since this game is supposed to come out in early 2024. I can't wait to see how they adapt the remaining story of Final Fantasy VII, as I like the remake even though they changed quite a bit of the original story. So yeah, the game looks great so far and I can't wait to see more. Rise of the Ronin is the next game and I'm inclined to believe this one as well. It was missing from Sony's showcase last year, and it's almost been an entire year since they have shown new footage of it. The game is also scheduled to come out next year, so I think it's time to start showing off more of this game. I'm a sucker for the samurai genre, which is why I'm definitely excited for this one, and I'm sure many of you are as well. It looks like it takes some inspiration from Ghost of Tsushima and Nioh, and if it's anything like those games, I'm sure it will be great. Death Stranding 2 is also rumored, which is another game that makes sense to show off right now, since the last time it appeared was during the 2022 Game Awards, so it's been quite a while since we got new footage. The first game was not really my cup of tea, but I'm looking forward to this sequel cause the game was different from your usual action genre game, and I'm interested to see what they changed up in the sequel. Stellar Blade is also another game that's gonna show up probably because it's not been shown for nearly a year. It was actually supposed to come out this year, but it got delayed, and I'm looking forward to see more updated footage since what we have been shown so far looks quite decent. If you are a fan of the Souls genre, you might want to keep your eye on this game, cause there are rumors going around that the combat is going to be quite challenging, and judging from what we have seen so far, it looks very similar to the combat you will see in a Souls game. It also looks like it's going to be narrative focused, so I wonder if they will be able to pull off that aspect as well. Helldivers 2 is the next game that might show up, and it seems like Sony is promoting this game quite a bit. New footage was shown quite recently, and it makes sense as the release date is right around the corner. Co-op games aren't really my thing, but it looks quite decent and I'm sure it will be a great game. You should keep this on your radar if co-op games are your jam. And the final game that is going to be shown is of course Spider-Man 2, which makes complete sense as it's Sony's biggest game of the year. I'm really excited for this one as it looks like it's improving upon everything its prequels did. I also can't wait to explore the Venom combat, and I'm sure this game will be a blast. So yeah, that's all the rumored games which seem really reasonable to show up in my opinion. As for the things that I hope will appear, I wish we would get more info about The Last of Us 2 factions or Ghost of Tsushima 2, but I feel like those games are just not ready yet. Plus, this is just a state of play and Sony doesn't really reveal big things at these events even though it happened before, but it really was a rare occurrence. We also need more info on the dozens of live service games that Sony has announced, but I bet we also won't see those until next year as live service games take a really long time to get it right. But at the end of the day, this showcase might not even happen since all of this is just rumored right now, so take all of this recent news with a grain of salt. So what do you guys want to see at this event? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments below, and with that being said, this has been 2367 Ruben signing out.